Alright gang, welcome back to our Gator Challenge on Little Lands. Now, last episode we were able to go ahead and drill this field with canola. It has a yield bonus of 95%, fertilize is already 100%. So I don't know if it was grass before this, I'm not sure, but we don't have to fertilize this field, which is great. However, our field over here, it's ready to harvest. So we're going to jump into our combine real quick here. We're going to get this harvested. I don't know what kind of... we're going to get a 43% yield bonus, so not very good. We're not going to get a whole lot out of this field, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead into our harvester, get it harvested. For now, we can upgrade, as I mentioned in the last episode, as long as the Gator can pull it, and it, as long as it can pull it in any way, we can upgrade some of our stuff. So we could get a bigger trailer than what we currently have. But for now, we do not have a bigger trailer. We certainly could use some of this money that we currently have to do it, but I kind of mentioned in the last episode I don't want to do that just yet, and there's reasons for that, mostly because we have a massive loan we have to pay off, and currently, I'm just going to sit this right here for now. I can clean this up later, because we're going to have to pull all these out to get to that little bin. But anyway, we are going to have to, pay off that loan as fast as possible. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of... unless we find a really good deal on a plot of land that has something in there we can harvest and it's not too expensive and has a good yield, we probably won't be doing a whole lot of upgrading to different, buying different plots of land right off the bat until we're able to pay that loan off. $180,000 is a lot for our small little farm here. We do own, like I said, a decent chunk of land in the first episode, but it's really not that much. We do have a few pallets of potatoes already ready to grow in there, so that's good for us. We're going to have to put some more water in there, but we can do that soon enough. So let's put that there. Let's go ahead and jump into our harvester. Let's pull out the header trailer, put the header on it, and we'll get to work. And I love the tires in this thing. They're chunky. Big old chunky tires. This is a bigger version of the one that I'm actively using in our 200 horsepower challenge. So it looks similar, but it's not exactly the same. It is a little bit different. Uh-oh. We're stuck on something. Oh boy. Climbing the wall. Alright, well. It really wasn't the most ideal, but it'll work. It'll work. So, I don't know what the price of sorghum is right now. I don't even know if it's worth selling it right now. I kind of want to because of our situation here, but if it's really, really bad, we will just throw it into our bin here, into our silo, and save it for another time period when we really, really need it. This is a nice map, though. I like this map. It's a nice map. It's perfect for this kind of challenge. I think this is going to be too big to go through most of this road here, so we're going to have to be very careful if we start buying some other plots of land here. We're going to have to be very, very careful to not get into our own land of crop. I mean, it can fit on it, but only just. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the header, lower the header. We'll get going. We're going to go around the headland here, but this really isn't going to take much time. This is such a small, skinny field. We should get this done in 4 passes, I would think, maybe 5. It shouldn't take very long, though. So I'm doing these episodes kind of back-to-back here, gang, so if you guys have mentioned anything in the comments about, your thoughts or anything like that, I have not seen it yet. I do a lot of my videos kind of in one sitting or back-to-back, or I try to load a bunch of them up, so it's if you have any ideas or thoughts or anything, it's not that I'm trying to ignore you guys or anything like that. It's just the way my schedule works with work. I have to kind of do them when I have time, and so sometimes I do multiple recordings back to back, just so if something does happen with work and it goes awry after work, a 20-hour shift or something, I have some backup, so I have something already on the docket. I don't have to worry about having to rush to get something out. I try to. Doesn't always work, but I try to with all of my different videos. Do a little bit of planning before, I go into it, so I at least have some kind of basic idea of what I want to accomplish and what we want to do. with the episode, instead of just coming in and then just kind of figuring it out from there. I just think it seems to be a better flow for the video for you guys. But I'm kind of digressing from the point here. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not, you know, ignoring you or anything like that. If you have made any thoughts, comments, or opinions on what I should be doing with this challenge. In any case, we're going to go ahead and get this done, gang. We'll throw a quick time lapse in here. It should only be a minute or two, if at most. Probably not even that. This really should not take us too long at all. I think the bigger delay here is going to be filling up our little gator there. It doesn't have that much space, right? So I think that's where we're going to have a bit of an issue. We're going to be running back and forth, trying to unload that as fast as we can, so we can get back here and continue to unload the harvester, because I feel like the harvester is going to get full relatively quickly, and we really won't be taking a whole lot out of it. So even if we throw a worker on this, I just have a feeling that it's going to be sitting there waiting for a while. But I'm going to at least go around the headland here once, throw that into a time lapse. Once we get around the headland, I'll put it on a worker. I'll go pick up the gator, bring it over here, and start unloading the harvester, because the harvester may be full by the time we get back up here. If it's not, it'll be close. So we'll need to jump into that quickly. But anyway, throw a time lapse in now. See you guys when it's done. Alright, gang, we got an issue. It appears we're not going to be able to unload into this auger bin from the John Deere Gator. That's not what I was expecting. I probably should have tested that a little bit, but not what I wanted to see. Let's put it that way. Let me just try this. Let me see if maybe it's an issue with both of them being... I don't know. Probably not, but we got an issue here. We may be having to upgrade to a trailer faster than I wanted to because of this reason. Yep, we're gonna have to. Well, that sucks. Maybe let's see if we can at least go and sell this somewhere. It's not the best price. It's not the worst price either. It's just kind of in the middle. So let's see if we can go sell this somewhere. And that's not really what I wanted to see, to be honest with you. Green elevator. Where the hell is the green elevator? I don't know where any of this stuff is, gang, so it's gonna take us a while. Okay, so it's not too far away, the green elevator. It doesn't look like there's a train on this map. So, yeah, green elevator it is. We're on our way there. So we'll throw back onto a time-lapse here, gang. We're probably just going to have to huff it here. Hopefully we can sell this. Hopefully it'll let us dump it. And then if it can, we may end up just selling both of these attachments and buying a trailer with the profit from this load and these two attachments. Because if we can't unload this into our auger bin, well, I mean, there's really no point for us to even have this. That, or maybe the auger that I have set up isn't working properly. You know what? Wait a minute. Holy shit. This thing is heavy. It just flew past. I couldn't even brake. I was sitting there holding the brakes in, and it did not do anything. This is going a bit awry, isn't it? This is going out of control here. Alright, let's do this really quick. pull ourselves slightly out of the way. I'm going to run back here really quick. I'm going to make sure that I didn't have to just turn the auger on or something like that, because I know it's kind of considered a vehicle. So it could be a situation where I just didn't turn it on properly. I know I have the actual silo opened up, so we can climb up to the top of that ladder and I can show you. Let's do that really quick first. I know I have that open, so that shouldn't be an issue there. Okay, please climb up the steps. Thank you. Yeah, see, it's open, so that shouldn't be an issue. It should have nothing to do with that. All right, we'll go quick save here. No, it doesn't look like there's anything to do with that. Maybe you have to have it hooked up to something to be able for it to work, because it does have a PTO, so that might be part of the problem. Yeah, that could be the problem there. It may have nothing to do with... Okay, let me go off camera, gang. I'm gonna get rid of this really quick. I'm just gonna test it out and see if that's the problem. If it's because it has a PTO or not. I'll be right back. Alright, gang, we're back. It was that. That was the issue. So we have a little bit more funds now than we did, so what I'm going to plan to do, just to try to make it kind of come back to where it was, is we're going to go ahead and pay off more of the loan. Just to help us a little bit earlier. A little bit more. Helps us pay off the loan a little bit more. But this is allowing me to dump in there, no problem. So we're going to do this one. So let's pay the loan off a little bit more. No, it kind of goes against what we were saying. We were saying we borrowed $180,000, but oh, I'm going the wrong way. We'll still try to get back to kind of where we were. A little bit more than what we had, but now I have a $145,000 loan. So that's fine. At least we now know that it works, and it was literally just the fact that that has a PTO to it, and I didn't have any tractor or anything hooked up to it, so it's not going to work. There are other augers, I think, that I could have utilized, but just for the sake of time and getting this going faster, I went ahead and put down one that does not require that, because I knew it would work. And it just happened to be a little bit cheaper than that auger and the silo was that we originally had placed down there. So that was the reason for the more money, the more funds, I guess I should say. But that's okay. Hopefully you guys don't get too upset about that slight change that we just made there. I think it's for the better. So let's get that done. Let me turn everything off here, make sure everything is golden. Yep, we're good. Perfect. So this trailer combo with the back of the Gator, it actually holds a lot more than I thought. I mean, that little trailer holds 2,500 liters, which is a lot, honestly. And I think this trailer here holds about 2,000 liters, something like that. Almost. So it holds a lot more than I was expecting. I mean, we get 3,300 liters out of that, and some of the trailers you buy don't even hold that. So I feel like that's maybe a little bit unrealistic for what they really do hold in real life. I don't know, but I mean, there's some other trailers that I think are bigger than this, and they hold less. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe they do hold more than I'm thinking, but it just doesn't feel like it. In any case, this thing, when it has full loads like this, though, it really has a hard time stopping. It slide all over the place. I got to be cautious and remember to take it slow sometimes. See, just take it slow, nice and slow. All right, we'll throw in the time lapse here, gang. We'll get this done. Alright, that is the field harvested. We've got it all in our nice new silos that we had to do, a little pivot, but that's okay. I think it's still going to work fine. So, the other options we have today is we can go ahead and drill that field we just harvested. I don't think we will do that today. Or, we can look at buying a production for our potatoes that we are actively in the process of creating. We also need to fill up the greenhouse, the open air greenhouse, a little bit more with some water. I don't want to do too much of that because it's just repetitive and the same thing that we did in the end of the last episode. Oh, now I've done it. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to write that or not. Nope, I'm not going to be able to write that. I'll have to fix that off camera. I just screwed that up, didn't I? Oh boy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get some more water into our open air silo quickly before this crop germinates enough that I can actually drive on it and damage it. So we're going to get some more water in there. And then I'm going to leave that field be for now, I think. I think we'll drill it in the next episode. Like I said, smaller, shorter episodes on this one. So we'll get some more water for this. Then we'll look at potentially putting down a production, if we can afford it, for potatoes to turn them into French fries or whatever else we decide to do. Chips, whatever else we decide to do with them. So, let's do one quick one here, and then I'll go off camera and fill up the rest of the open air garden with more water. And then once that's done, we'll come back and we'll take a look at some productions and figure out where we're going to put a production down at. I have to do a little thinking on where exactly I want to put it at. I'm thinking somewhere here in the yard. You know, because it's got we have a nice big entryway here, right? So it could be kind of like a farm shop of sorts, where people can come by local, right? At least that's my thought on it. So let me get this done. I'll be back with you guys when we're done. Alright, so I was able to get this thing uprighted. It took me a little while. I had to use some different equipment to push it around, but we got it uprighted, so hopefully we can put this back in here without having any issues. So, I think where I'm going to put... I don't know. The more I think about it, I think I'm going to put it kind of in here. But the biggest problem we have is that this is a hill, right? So this is going to probably cause a little terrain issue for us. We may have to do a little terrain work here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, gang. We're going to go off camera real quick. Let me see if I can figure out exactly where to put it. Do a little terrain work as well, which we could utilize some of that money, the extra money that we got, you know, from changing our silo out. Let me do that, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, gang, we're back. So we decided to put it, you can see it from here. Let me back this up real quick. I had moved this because I thought, well, maybe we would put it next to, you know, our little house. But where I put it at seems to work okay. There is a little bit of a hill that we've created in the process of putting that down there, but I don't think it's too bad. I did do some smoothing. We spent a lot of money, as you can see. We only have $972 to our name now. But that's okay. That's alright. What it will allow us to do, though, is it actually has the ability for us to put our potatoes in there, our sorghum, wheat, and I believe soybeans can all go in here. I still have the markers up because I'm trying to figure out where everything is. But, yeah, we can create French fries from our potatoes now, which is great. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and flip to this potatoes here. We're going to, where are they at? There they are. We're going to change the output mode to distributing, so it'll come to here. And we can start creating French fries. We will have to put down some kind of selling point for French fries. There is nothing on here for French fries that I'm aware of. Premium potatoes we can also make, which would be, I think, good. But then you can also make potatoes pig food, as you can see here. But we're going to have to get a little bit more resources to do that. We have some sorghum, but we don't have any wheat or soybeans to put in there. So eventually, we can utilize that. But for now, I'm perfectly fine with just making some French fries out of this. So, let me go ahead and flip these things back off so that way it's not removing the immersion here. We can go ahead and put this in. It's somewhere in here. Where's the trigger at? There it is. We can go ahead and start doing this. That way we can already start making some French fries here. The rest of them should just distribute over here now. We don't have to carry them over anymore. We'll touch up, you know, the ground, make it look a little bit neater, like the rest of it, you know. Kind of try to make it look like it's meant to be there, not just placed there randomly. We'll do that once we get a little bit more funds. But at least for now, we have enough that we can actually start creating some French fries, which is good. So we'll let the French fries run there for a while. When they're done, we'll figure out some kind of selling point. We'll probably put that selling point maybe out here towards the end of the road, and that would kind of be, you know, like a little market or something. But we'll see. We'll just see what we decide to do when we get to that point. But for now, we are going to leave that episode there, gang. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you are new. It is free. It helps me a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, you know the drill. Let me know down below. Subscribe to my other channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, I will see you all in the next episode.